Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3 and hello fellows, Herogon here. Now today is Thursday, January 12th of 2022, and as of right now I am actually starting college. I'm currently doing two classes, Intermediate Algebra and American History. So that's definitely something big that's happened to me this past week. And like I said, I'm probably not going to be as timely with the particular Friday Funlogs and Saturday showcases as much, possibly because college will definitely take up bits of my time, even if it is just two classes. That being with that out of the way, let's dive into things. Now, Shawn the Bro's most recent tutorial, Remapping Controls Part 2, is actually a follow-up to the Remapping Controls seen way back. In particular, Part 19 of the fighting game tutorial series. And 135 videos later, we are getting back into that. Now, mostly it's just the setting up the menu and preparing it for whenever the next part comes around. Now, in here, the biggest places are option screen and change controls. Now for versus pause menu, we've already had the change controls part here where we can create the change controls screen, so that's something. Now in option screen, we have ourselves this, and we can use an option. We can use a widget switcher where we can switch between widgets like gameplay, audio, or change controls. Sizing is a bit tough on the edges here, but at the very least it's definitely something interesting and probably an effective alternative to how you put this. Just creating another new widget and removing it. In options screen, we have set active widget index, and that pretty much sets whatever widget we're on. And if the active widget index is greater than or equal, is less than or equal to 2, then we switch to the next widget. And if it's false, then if it's true, we stay at 2. If not, then we go right to 1, +1. We add +1. Most of the other stuff is still work in progress, seeing as I intend to do things a little bit differently for the options menu than Shawn has. Now, going into change controls screen, got all of our stuff here with bindings. We can use jump binding, crouch binding, and on key selected we can bind the new key and change it. The action mappings. Still a little bit complex, but definitely something interesting for me to work on. Now the other big part in here is the addition of listen for input action for the menus. Here the change controls screen should get some controller support, and thanks to this we kind of have it. Now we can't exactly do much with it yet, but it's definitely good to at least be prepared. Am I right, guys? Now going into the game itself, we go into Archives, then Settings, and then to Controls. Here we have all of our bindings. And this is something right here, and it's definitely still a work in progress on the options front. So hopefully I can eventually change some things around and improve upon stuff. And for anyone that's asking for a Path of Yao update or any of that, well, Path of Yao is so far getting pretty close to the playtesting phase. So far, I've only decided to give a playtest copy to Shawn the Bro himself. I'm not sure if he's gonna play it, but I am just only wishing to get feedback on how my game is from people. If you happen to be interested in doing a playtest for Path of Yao and have a Macintosh and are willing to download Unreal Engine 5.1, then feel free to DM me on my Instagram account via @HerogonArt, and I'll hopefully get back, and I'll hopefully answer. If not, then I don't know. And with that, that is pretty much the updates for the fighting game framework. There's still a lot to go through, especially with Shawn's tutorial episodes list. Still got 33 particular topics in the community edition, but I have no doubt that these will eventually be whittled down, one by one, no matter how long it takes, I guess. Because, once again, these things take time. Making anything can take time. With that being said, I've been Herogon, you've been you. I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Goodbye.